Asi appears as a proper name as the personification of the first weapon ever created, according to Hindu epics. A legend concerning Asi appears in the Shantiparva section of Mahabharata. The common term for sword in classical Sanskrit is khaḍga and khanda in Hindi. In Rigvedic Sanskrit, Asi is still used as a term for a kind of sacrificial dagger, a knife. Frame narrative. Out of curiosity, Nakula, the fourth son of Pandu and the master of swordsmanship, questioned the Kuru grandsire Bhishma on his arrow deathbed as to which was the best weapon in all kinds of fighting. In his own personal views, Nakula thought the sword to be the most superior, since even on having lost one's bow, horse and the chariot, a skillful swordsman could still defend himself against the mace and spear wielders. Nakula further queried the grandsire about the origin and purpose of the khaḍga as well as about its first acharya. Gladdened by these intelligent queries by Nakula, Bhishma related to him the complete itihasa of the khaḍga, or divine sword, starting from its creation down to the present creation of Asi. The Devas approached Brahma, the creator of the universe, in ancient time and protested against the unjust rule and evil doings of the demons. Hearing the protest from the gods, Brahma collected sacrificial objects and proceeded to perform a grand sacrifice with the foremost of the rishis and devas at the side of Himalaya. During the course of the sacrifice, a dreadful creature sprang from the midst of the sacrificial fires, scattering flames all around. It was as though a moon had arisen in the midst of the stars. He was colored like a deep blue lotus. His teeth were sharp and terrible, stomach lean and skinny, and stature very tall and slim. He was of exceeding energy and power. Simultaneously the earth started shaking, there were turmoils in the oceans, the forceful winds started howling all around, the trees started falling and being torn apart, and the meteors started blazing through the skies. Brahma declared upon this, a creature assumed the form of a blazing sharp-edged sword, glowing like flames. This sword was the primordial weapon created by the gods for the destruction of evil. The name of the sword was Asi, the personification and the primary energy behind all weapons ever created. As per Bhishma, the constellation under which the sword was born is Kritika. Agni is its deity, Rohini is its Gotra, Rudra is its high preceptor, and whoever holds this weapon obtains sure victory. Succession of wielders of Asi. Lord Brahma gave that sword to Lord Shiva and requested him to put down the sinners and evildoers and restore the Dharma. Lord Shiva, assuming his terrible form, took up the sword and started the war against the Danavas, the enemies of the Devas. The earth became marry with flesh and blood of Daityas, and he destroyed the entire community of Daityas. Lord Shiva gave the sword to Lord Vishnu. On course of time, Vishnu gave it to Marichi. Marichi gave it to all the great rishis. The latter gave it to Vasava. Vasava gave it to the regions of the world. The regions gave that sword to Manu, the son of Surya. In time, Manu installed his own son Keshapa in the sovereignty of all creatures and gave him the sword for the protection. From Keshapa it was taken by Ikshvaku, and from Ikshvaku by Pururavas. From Pururavas it was taken by Ayas, and from Ayas by Nahusha. From Nahusha it was taken by Yayati, and from Yayati by Puru. From Puru it was taken by Amurtarya. From Amurtarya it descended to Bhumasaya. From Bhumasaya it was taken by Dushyanta's son Bharata. From Bharata it was taken by the righteous Ilavila. From Ilavila it was taken by King Dandumara. From Dandumara it was taken by Kamvya, and from Kamvya it was taken by Machukanda. From Machukanda it was taken by Maratha, and from Maratha by Ravata. From Ravata it was taken by Yuvanaswa, and from Yuvanaswa by Raghu. From Raghu it was taken by Haranaswa. from Haranaswara the sword was taken by Sanaka, and from Sanaka by the righteous-souled Usanara. For the last it was taken by the Bhojas and the Yadus. For the Yadus it was taken by Savi. From Savi it descended to Pratardhana of Kashi. From Pratardhana it was received by Ashtaka, and from Ashtaka by Prishadaswa. From Prishadaswa it was received by Bharadvaja, and from Bharadvaja his son Drona obtained this weapon. Drona used this weapon in the famous Kurukshetra war described in the epic Mahabharata. Drona became unconquerable in Kurukshetra war because he held this primordial weapon. After the death of Drona it was taken by Kripacharya. Kripacharya gifted this sword to Nakula, and from Nakula it went to Parikshit, and from Parikshit it went to Janamejaya. From Janamejaya it went to his son Satanaka. Satanaka, who studied the Vedas under Yajnavalkya and military science from Kripacharya, became dissatisfied with sensual enjoyments and obtained spiritual knowledge from the instructions of Saunika, and ultimately obtained salvation. The sword again went back to Kripacharya for safekeeping till the return of the rightful owner of this weapon, Dronacharya's son Ashwathama.